Assalamu alaikum everyone, welcome back to billing management system tutorials. Today is our lecture number 13, and in today's lecture I am going to demonstrate how can you customize your software with respect to some UI enhancements and some quality assured work. Okay, so let's start and have a look what we have today. Alright, so that's my software, and you can notice here I have added some more buttons along with the owner ledger. So basically these buttons I have to add the later on functionalities inside the software, so that's why I have added these buttons, but these are not in a working mode right now. Let me demonstrate what changes I wanted to do today. That is, let's go to the sales invoice and let me show you one thing. Look, you are selecting your shops and these shops are not in a typable manner. Okay, and I have done in front of you people. Look, customers is a typable drop down list. So how I did that and why I did that, let me show you. Let's say if you have hundreds of customers of that shop, then you have to scroll the list and you have to find that customer every time in the list. So it's not a good way, or it's not a fast and better way. So what you can do, you can go to your sales invoice window, go to the customers and go to the properties, and you simply have to change the drop down list to simple drop down. That's it. And after changing it to drop down, you have to come in the last and change the miscellaneous options. You have to write autocomplete mode, suggest append, and autocomplete source is the list items, and then formatting is true. Okay, and then when you start this, let's see what's the result. Login, sales invoice, add, and when you select your shop and when you go to the customers and when you write here H, so the customers with respect to H will display. Okay, let us add another customer in the ABC garments. So customers, add customer name, let's say Hamid. Okay, and customer belongs to shop ABC, email is any and phone number is any. Okay, and then save. And now let's go to the sale invoice and click add, and then select shop, and then come here and then write here H. So look, only H names are appearing here. HA, only HA name. HAM, only HAM are appearing here. I hope it is clear to everyone. So this is how you can add quality assured work inside your whole software. So where you need this, you need it inside the sales return, you need it inside the in the shops. So you have these things everywhere. So let us do and change these things. So we have added the customers here. You can do the same for the shops as well. If you have hundreds of shops, then you have to select, or you can write ABC. So come here and then properties, and then come at the bottom, and let me check one more item, that is suggest and append one thing. Okay, it's saying that it cannot be used like this because it is a drop down list, so you have to make it drop down first, and now you have to write here suggest append, and then autocomplete source. Do not select anything, okay, because I am not adding a list item also. This is also a way to do this, and same is the case for customers. So come here and make it drop down. There, drop down is there already, right? So let us see the change. Login, sales invoice, add, and now you can also write shop. So A, B, look, nothing is happening. So that's what the list item I have selected. That's why the list item I have selected. So come here at the bottom and then append mode, that is the list items. Okay, and now save it, and now let's see what's the result. Okay, login and sales invoice, add, and then A. Look, I hope it is clear to everyone. So this is how, and you can do for other windows now. Let's go to the sales return window and do the same here at this point. So let us go to the sales return window, sales return, and now shop, customer, sale invoices, and now you have to make them drop down, and you have to make them autocomplete mode to suggest and append, autocomplete source list items. That's it. Okay, all things are now set. One more thing that I have to change here in the sales return window is the heading sales return. The space was not there. And one more thing, when you are entering the amount to return, let me go to the payments window and let me show you the validation that I have applied, amount to pay, and go to the events. And do we have any event here? No, we don't have any event here. So I think I have applied that validation at the end of the view button. So let us go to the code, and where is that? That's my save button. No, not at this window. Close it. You have to make sure that the amount you are returning, or the amount that you are going to return, should be equals to this, not greater than this. So you have to make sure that the amounts are clear. So here I have done all the things. Now let's go to the other windows. After billing window, after sale return window, let's go to the ledger window. Okay, here you have shop, here you have customers, and look, I have added two things here, that is the dates. So from which date to which date you are going to pick up the ledger. Okay, so first of all select these two and then make them drop down and go to the autocomplete mode, suggest and append, and autocomplete source, that is the list items. Okay, save it, close the windows that you are finishing up. So owner ledger, where is this owner ledger? And here you have to also add the customers and the shops. Change the, okay, first let's go to the drop down, make them drop down. Okay, that's the owner ledger window. I have created this window. Okay, so you can also create, the method is the same as of the customers ledger window. Okay, so that's it, arrange it appropriately. Now because these two are my drop down, now you can add autocomplete mode, suggest append, autocomplete mode, list items, and then that's it. And close this window, and then open other windows. Let's say payments window, where's that? Close these references and open the payments window, and here shops, customers, sale invoices, select, make them drop down so that it becomes typable. And now same steps, and then autocomplete mode, list items. Okay, so save, and now let's start and see whether the things are appearing or not. So login, sales invoice we have already checked. Now let's go to the sales return. Here when you click add and when you write here A, so the data is there. Okay, and when you write here D, so the data is there. And then like just same like customers, so what customers do I have? Okay, so when you write here J, so the data is there. I hope it is clear to everyone. Now let's go to the payments, and here you can specify ABC, and then here you can specify, okay, Hamid, and then sale invoice you can write here BL. Do we have any sale invoices for Hamid? No. Do we have any sales invoices for Hassan? Okay, so right here BL, no, I don't have any. So when you have the sale invoices, you simply type that sale invoice and then it will appear. So that's it. The all changes we have to do are now finished. Now what we have to do, we have to do the changes inside the customer ledger. So let's go to these windows, come here, and where is that ledger window? Okay, and on load you are passing data, that is shop ID and customer ID, and the procedure name is this ht_get customer ledger. So databases, and then specify your database, that is this one, tables, sorry, procedures, and get customer ledger, right? Get customer ledger. So let it open. So where is that get customer ledger? Here is that. So that's the overall ledger. Okay, but it will put you in trouble when you have years of data. Okay, so what you can do, you can specify the date and times for this. So select it and then new query and then paste it and then right here create procedure and then specify st underscore get customer. You can do in that same procedure as well. Okay, don't need to write in a new procedure using if else. So get customer with respect to range, customer ledger with respect to range, and then specify at the rate from date and at the rate to date. Okay, so two dates you are passing, and then what you have to do, and customer ledger, so cl dot date. Okay, this date is only date. Okay, fine. So date is greater than equals to at the rate date, and you can use the between clause where date between this and this. Okay, so it's up to you. So at the rate from this date and cl dot date is less than equals to 2. Simple. So you can use between. How you can use between? Let me show you that also. Let's comment it. Okay, and you can write here and cl dot date between at the rate from and at the rate to. So you can write this in this manner as well. I hope it is clear to everyone. Alright, so both are the cases, so you can use any of the, and you can check the difference between, but this is the more I think that's a more better approach. Now what you can do, we can execute this procedure so that the commands completed successfully, and now we have to pass these parameters from and to, but we have to apply some condition that whether you want to load the data with respect to the date, okay, or with respect to the all. Okay, so for that purpose I'm going to pick up a radio button, okay, and another radio button, and then you have to change its flow break. Okay, control Z. What I can do, I can specify a panel first. Let me take a panel because it will create a problem for me. So where is that panel? Containers panel, and put your radio button inside this and this. Now that's fine, and make this panel dock top, and now you have to put this panel from the document outline, other windows. Where is that document outline? Here it is, document outline. So I wanted to move this panel above the load button, and then here you can specify that which radio button is this. That's my complete ledger, or you can specify range. Okay, and one more thing that you can do, you can go to the document outline and let me open it again. Sorry, I have mistakenly closed that. Document outline, now it's fine. So I wanted to move this label above this from, so this panel to this label. Now that's fine, and now you can increase, you can make it dock, and now you can use this, you can put it in the center. Now that's fine. So after selecting the shop and the customer, you select complete ledger or the range. Okay, so by default these two are disabled, so enabled false. Okay, and now when you select this range, first give the names. That's my all RB, and that's my range RB. So range RB, okay, and now double click on your range RB. If range RB dot checked, then what you can do, you can simply enable and disable these, and you can hide these also. So what we can do, that's my label 3, so I think I should hide them. So specify them, the visible property should be false by default, okay, and enable true visible false. Here enabled, is that enable true and visible false, and here it should be visible false, and it should be enabled true. Okay, now it's fine. So what will happen, by default these are invisible. Okay, when you check this, okay, this label is from label, so let me write here a name, that's my from label, and that's my to label, and that's my date time picker 1, so it should be from picker and it should be to picker, okay, so that the reference can be easily picked up. Now when you click here, if range RB dot check, then what you can display, from label dot visible is equals to true, and then to label dot visible is equals to true, and then from picker dot visible is equals to true, and to picker dot visible is equals to true, okay. And now right here else, if it is not checked, then make them hidden again. So copy and paste and make them false, okay, copy, paste, paste and paste, and save it, and then come here, and what else remaining, nothing is remaining. So let's see what's the result. That's my customer ledger, okay. So login customer ledger, and you can see there are no dates. When you select range, the data is there, but these labels are not coming appropriately. We'll see that why. Complete ledger, this ledger, complete ledger, this ledger. I hope it is clear to everyone. And now what you have to do, you have to check whether these, yes, so from label from picker, to label to picker, the things are same. I think there is a flow break problem. Flow break false, flow break false, flow break false, and flow break, yes, everything is, let me check, flow break false, and there is no flow break because these panels are residing inside this. So okay, we'll see that later on, no problem, why this is appearing, or you can remove these labels and re-add it again, no problem. So that will be done. Now when you double click on the load, close these things, and you can write here if, okay, if range RB dot checked. If range is checked, then do something, else do something. So at the else part, you can simply, let us create a hash table at the top, hash table st equals to new hash table, so that I don't have to create again and again. Remove this, and now copy, or you can write here cut, because that's the thing that is remaining inside the 2. If range RB is checked, okay, then what you can do, you can write here ht dot add, and you are adding at the rate from, and then from picker dot value, and that's it. And one more, that is at the rate 2. So right here 2, and it should become 2 picker. Okay, and then save. If this radio button is checked, then these two parameters are also added, and then if this radio button is not checked, then nothing is added. I hope it is clear to everyone. Then report document, then the startup path, and now one more thing, that is this report document, and the path should go at the top as well. So cut it and paste it. Okay, and now the calling. So when you are in not checked mode, then this function should be called, that customer ledger, and when you are in ledger mode, then you have to remove this, and you have to come here and you have to copy this and you have to paste it. Okay, so with respect to range, the data will be loaded and the normal data will be loaded by this. Okay, so on this simple scenario, you have now loaded the data. Okay, so let us run the software again. Right, so login, we have to go customer ledger and complete ledger. I wanted to see, let us see the complete ledger first of Hassan. Load. Don't worry about the time taking, because when you are opening your report, SAP Crystal report for the first time, it will take a little bit of time, and then later on it will run smoothly. Okay, so don't worry about the time taking. Okay, so the ledger is there. I'm not going to describe this ledger right now, because I'm just going to show you the range. Now I have data from 7th, I have data only for 7th May. So let's go to the 1st May to the 8th May. So look, the data is still there with respect to the range. Let us add the details for the Hassan. Let's create another invoice for bill number, BL, whatever the bill number is, shop, customer, and then order details, and then the today's date is there, and then amount is 10,000 on credit, save. Okay, now let's go to the ledger, and now select ABC Hassan, range from 1st May to 10th May. Okay, so there is no data of today's entry. Okay, if you write here 18th May, now you look, 17th data is also there. I hope it is clear to everyone. So the remaining balance is 10,000, and when you load here 10th May, so at this point the remaining balance was 0. Okay, so the ledger is perfectly working here at this particular point. And now the same task you have to do for the owner ledger report. The same report you have to create for the owner as well. Okay, here you have to select the shop, and then you have to select the customer, and then you have to load the records. Okay, so we'll do that later on. I'm stopping right now. I hope you have understood how things are going on inside the bill management system. We'll continue in the later classes. Up till then, try it by yourself. If you do not understand anything, please do write me. Thank you so much. Take care. Allah Hafiz.